and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick, and today, guys, we're jumping down into the charts for Bitcoin, taking a look at what's been going on most recently and what I would expect to happen next. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. It helps push the content to more like-minded individuals. If you happen to be new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and you will not miss another update here for Bitcoin. And if you haven't joined us in Discord yet, link is in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. So why not go ahead and check it out today? Okay, guys, let's waste no more time. Let's jump right down into this one and take a look at what's been going on with BTC. So here we have Bitcoin paired up with USDT. We're on the hourly chart, and this is Binance as our data source. Now, we have been tracking a zigzag pattern. This is essentially is a 5-3-5 structure. Okay, so 5 waves over this side, 3 waves coming down, 5 waves going up. Okay, now that will be a 5-3-5 zigzag pattern. Now, there are a couple of issues with this. It's possible that this is one play, but it's also possible for a couple of other scenarios. So I'm going to go through what's going on recently here, and then I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts and the kind of different scenarios that could play out and what we would be looking for confirmation of these. So yesterday, okay, we were talking about if we were to move up to higher than 20,900, then we probably started our upward directional move. This could be the case under one scenario. However, it's also possible that maybe our WXYR 3-wave move down actually isn't placed correctly. It could also be that this move up that we had yesterday is actually just our W wave, and we've got to move down with a Y wave, okay? And if this is the case, then what we'll do is we just grab hold of this low and this high and the recent high over here, then basically our Y wave would take us down to about $19,500 on a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, and then of course your 5 waves might start at that point. Okay, so that's scenario kind of one there. Did I get this bounce wrong? Now, the way that we can confirm that we are moving up and, you know, this is not valid is to move higher than 21,723. Okay, by doing that, you can basically confirm that you're not going down any lower. Likewise, if you are actually coming down lower than our low range here of 19,770, then of course actually there's something else is going on here that might mean that we've done something wrong with our A wave this side. These 5 waves might not be 5 waves at all, and it would indicate that we do not have a zigzag here, unless of course we move down low. Sorry, we'd have a zigzag if we were to move down significantly lower than our Y wave expectations. Okay, so since 19,770 here is an area that would basically confirm our downward Y wave, but if we were going to go down too low, you know, essentially what we'd do is we'd invalidate our 5-3-5 structure, specifically by going down lower than 17,622. So hopefully that makes sense. Sorry, I did kind of confuse that 19,770 there briefly. So yeah, basically we've kind of got this one potential move where actually, you know, we might not have finished this downward correction. Now, you might be thinking, well, what's changed? Why have we now kind of thought about this move rather than the one that we were talking about yesterday? And it simply comes down to the momentum behind the price, right? And if I take a look at the stochastic RSI, we are correcting our hourly quite nicely here. So again, I'm hopeful that we might push past that 21,723. Okay, by doing so, that puts us in a much better spot. Okay, and of course, you know, the original video that I did yesterday is valid. Okay, however, when we start jumping up into the 4-hourly, we can see that we're overbought. Okay, this is fine. We could be looking for completing our wave 1 up high and then looking for a wave 2 down. All that is possible, right? But we are overbought, and therefore our 4-hour chart is looking for the corrections to the downside. The 8-hour chart, same scenario. We're looking for the corrections down. Okay, and it's quite a steep one at that as well. And the daily is progressing up towards our overbought area. So again, that could actually indicate to us that we may have already started our 5-wave structure upwards to complete the zigzag. Okay, but I did want to kind of throw it out there that there is a possible scenario here where we could move down a little bit more before actually moving on up higher. But yeah, I'm hopeful that we can push past 21,723 and confirm that we've actually started our 5-wave move to the upside. Okay, so if we can do that, then essentially what we'd have here is potentially a 5-wave structure inside our little wave 1, and then we'll pull back into a wave 2, which could be quite steep, and then we'll surge up with 3, 4, and then finally hit 5. Now, our expectations on this is 23,628 approximately, but again, that can fluctuate and change. It's all about the subwave counts, really. Okay, so it should be right up there somewhere, and by the time that we are up at 23,628, you know, we should be fully overbought on our daily chart. That's basically going to usher us down into those low ranges that we've been talking about, right? So all of this kind of, you know, surge upwards, which, you know, for the most part, I think a lot of retail investors might be getting caught out with a bit. If we do go up to that high point of 23,600, Bitcoin would have moved up 34%, right? So pretty significant kind of surge, but it is all corrective play at the moment. Of course, you know, it could change into a trend-setting move that would then allow us to understand that this was the bottom. Okay, but it isn't looking like that right now. It's actually just a correction of what I believe to be a fourth wave, meaning that we have a fifth wave to come on down lower. Okay, so if I go ahead and zoom up into our 8-hour chart here, you can kind of see what I mean, right? We've kind of got this move right here. We go 1, 2, we actually could go 3, 4, and 5 like that. That is a very possible wave count. However, I think it's actually looking more like this, where we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we come down into that final fifth. Okay, so we're in a bit of a state of flux where you know, Elliott wave theory could have been completed here at 17,622. However, I do think with the momentum indicators and a few other analysis tools, we're actually looking at coming down ever so slightly lower, meaning that that fifth wave hasn't actually finished. And you know, if that is the case, then really what we are talking about is moving down to that 14,700 to about 16,500. That would actually mark our final fifth wave, and it would have 5 waves inside our fifth wave here as well. And as you can see, we've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an overextended fifth wave. Okay, and that overextended fifth wave, and the reason for this little move in here that I'm not overly happy with, I mean, it's possible that it is, of course, and what we end up with is something so much more harsh than maybe many people would be expecting. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in there. And then, of course, you go 1, 2, 3 down here, possibly here. Yep, then 4, then 5. Okay, and then all of that could be inside its own little structure as well. So we could be looking at some pretty brutal kind of downward motions here. But I think, you know, we should be optimistic where possible. And, you know, for now, I want to kind of say, let's target out that 14,700 to, you know, 16,800, 16,500. Just kind of keep an eye on those zones. Let's see how those structures to the downside form, right? Because it was something that I was talking about yesterday, you know, the potential for $10,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, it is definitely a potential move. But I want to see this as just a 3-wave correction, right? I want to see this as just A, B, and C, for example. And we want to avoid, you know, that next move where this actually then turns into, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because, you know, all of a sudden you are talking about, you know, going down less than $10,000, right? Or, yeah, probably less than $10,000. So, you know, under those kind of structures, I think it's about trying to play out the probable scenario from the possible scenario, right? Yes, it's possible for Bitcoin to go down to $10,000. It's possible for Bitcoin to go to 0, right? It's just not probable. But until we actually have those waves and we start to see how people are reacting to the space and the economic climate and all of the real world events, can we actually see how you get to those numbers, right? So I'm trying to keep this as real as I can by showing you what I can currently see inside the data without speculating that you can go down to those low levels, but they are definitely possible. And if the waves and you know, Elliott wave theory starts to indicate that we could go down that low, of course I will start to communicate that to you inside these videos via the charts, as I usually do. But guys, I'm going to leave this video there. Hopefully it's been helpful and informative, useful. If it has, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.